Live from the Robinson Fine Arts Center, this is graduation for Academy High School, home of the Titans.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Josh Howard, and I am honored to serve as the principal for Plano ISD Academy High School. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the Academy High School graduating class of 2026. Today's ceremony is being live streamed at pisd.edu/watch graduation, or you can watch it after the ceremony at Plano ISD's YouTube page. Diplomas can be picked up starting Monday, June 1st through Thursday, June 4th, between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. at Academy High School. During the ceremony, we ask that you refrain from excessive celebration so that others may hear the names of their graduates. Our graduates, the Academy High School class of 2026, will now enter the auditorium. Our pianists will play Pomp and Circumstance for the procession. We ask that everyone remain seated during this time so all guests are able to see the graduates entering the auditorium. Thank you. Welcome, Plano ISD Academy High School class of 2026. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem by Academy High School graduate Oliver D'Souza. Please remain standing afterward for the Pledge of Allegiance. Great job, Oliver. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. We are honored today to hear from 4 of our graduates. Our first address is from Kira Sowell. Kira has served as the Student Council President this year.
Welcome, Plano ISD Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Teresa Williams and Cabinet, Dr. Howard, fellow students and teachers, family and friends. We never thought this day would come. We prayed for its quick delivery, crossed days off our calendars, counted hours, minutes, and seconds, and now that it's here, I'm sorry it is, because it means leaving friends who inspire me and teachers who have been my mentors. So many people who have shaped my life and my fellow students' lives impermeably and forever. I meant to share some wise words with you all this afternoon, so let's start from the beginning. In freshman year, our very first week navigating through farm to table with cohorts, who knew it was the beginning of our big family? As a class, we learned a lot from each other and our shared experiences. As a result, we've all grown so much, but something we may not have realized was that we grew with the school simultaneously. Oliver, Maya, and Mason all aided in growing and building our music club. Jake and Antonio built Titan Network from the ground up. Mia, Addison, and Zoe started our beloved and successful theater club. And of course, everyone who worked tirelessly to build Student Council. Together, we all created the best parts of our school. Every one of us brought a different piece to the puzzle, and together we saw the cracks and filled them in, guiding Academy to reach its full and ultimate potential. We created the culture, built the community, and in doing so, we forged a legacy that we will carry forever. Our next step is to enter the real world to create an even bigger one. I said earlier I'm supposed to mention wise words, and all I know for sure is that you can't build a lasting legacy alone. This is easy to say, but like a lot of us, I learned this the hard way. It's easy to have big dreams, but chasing them alone has a tendency to make them smaller. Throughout our 4 years together, as I was running all our school events, building Student Council, and being president, I learned by trying that it's impossible to build dreams and achieve them alone. The truth is, I wouldn't have had the confidence or courage to lead others this past year without my ultimate inspiration for everything. My mom and dad filled our home with magic and joy. They hung the periodic table and Albert Einstein on my bedroom walls and filled my ears with bedtime poetry featuring a sick Peggy Ann McKay. You filled my life with unconditional love and drive that allowed me to never question my dreams or myself. As I worked tirelessly building a legacy here at school, my one and only hope was to do something that made you two proud. My nanny and Nana are generous and hardworking people, my twin pillars without whom I cannot stand. Your guidance and faith in me kept me moving forward, and I'm proud to be your grandchild. To my beloved sister, who reminds me every day that no matter how big my responsibilities got, I never had to carry them alone. To my blood cousins, Sadie and Noah, and my brand new Uncle Greg, who fill my life with love, fun, and laughter. And especially to my Auntie Ravina, who never let me believe that any goal was too big or any dream was out of reach. Cassidy and Aria, whose love and support will forever be so strong it reaches from Texas to Jersey. And finally, to my best friend and my dazzling mother, who never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. She taught me how to live every second with joy, compassion, and kindness. And although our endless late nights of falling asleep on the couch watching Gilmore Girls and baking cookies at midnight may come to an end, I promise to lead my life with the same joy and magic that you've brought into mine. And lastly, to all of you, every one of us will leave this room with big dreams and so much hope for the future. And though right now there's not a guarantee that there won't be bumps in the road or even mountains standing between you and your dreams, it should be a guarantee that you chase them like there's no tomorrow. And if somewhere along the way those dreams get lost or broken, well, then you'll just have to build new ones from the pieces. Thank you.
Kira, please stand so we can applaud not only your words today, but also your commitment to the Academy community over the last 4 years. Academy High School is grateful to have a school board and district leadership team that consistently collaborates with us, celebrates our successes, and supports us in our efforts. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished guests who have joined us for this ceremony. Plano ISD's 2025-2026 Board of Trustees, as well as the Plano ISD Superintendent and her cabinet. Please stand and be recognized when I announce your name. We will hold applause until all trustees have been introduced. Our 2025-2026 Board of Trustees, Dr. Lauren Tyra, Board President. Nancy Humphrey, Board Vice President. Catherine Chan Goodwin, Board Secretary. Sam Johnson, Board Member. Tara Lance, Board Member. Elisa Klein, Board Member and graduate Antonio Klein's mom. Let's give them a round of applause. And now for our Superintendent and Cabinet, Dr. Teresa Williams, Superintendent. Dr. Celinda Freeman, Deputy Superintendent for Leadership and Operations. Lisa Wilson, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. Ivan Cantu, Assistant Superintendent for Strategy and Innovation. Dr. Courtney Gober, Assistant Superintendent for Student Success. Dr. Patrick Tanner, Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services. Leslie Rain Stanton, Chief Communications Officer. Dr. Jennifer Pearson, Executive Director, School Leadership and Innovation, Secondary. Let's give them a round of applause. We are also honored to have the Academy High School Assistant Principal on stage, Miss Edna Fithian. Continuing with important recognitions, I would like to ask our Academy High School staff to stand. It is your perseverance and dedication to our learners and mission that make the AHS learning experience so unique. Thank you for your expertise, your time, and your genuine care for learners, for each other, and for our school community. You are special educators, and we are grateful. Let's give them one more round of applause. Up next is our Class of 2026 Senior Life video. Let's turn our attention to the screens and relive some senior year memories. Now for our salutatorian address from Addison Primos. Addison has exemplified dedication and excellence throughout her academic journey, and we look forward to hearing her inspiring words.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2026. We did it. Now, I do feel like I should address something important. Last year's salutatorian said that if he became salutatorian, his parents were going to get him a brand new car. Now, unfortunately, I did not make that deal, so to the future salutatorian, I would highly recommend starting those negotiations early, because clearly I missed a very important step in this process. Now, in all seriousness, standing here today, I think people would expect me to talk about success, whether it's about grades, achievements, and everything it took to get here. But instead, I want to talk about something I wish I had understood a lot earlier. Most of us are far harder on ourselves than the world ever is. I've always held myself to incredibly high standards. I thought that if I worked hard enough, achieved enough, and made everyone around me proud, then I would finally feel satisfied. But chasing perfection just leads to more pressure. Sometimes you just need to show up and make the effort. For example, we all remember the Senior Cookie Bake-Off that happened recently. After helping organize this event, I also decided to participate by baking cookies for the competition. And they were disgusting. They tasted like edible sand. But the judges ended up scoring me higher than I expected. They appreciated my effort and the fact that I wasn't taking myself so seriously. That moment stuck with me because it made me realize the way I see my own work is not how others see it. So many of us spent years tying our worth to how well we perform, whether it's how fast we completed a Delta Math assignment or how many volunteer hours we have in NHS. There's always another goal, another expectation, another reason to feel like what you've done isn't quite enough yet. This year, I set more boundaries, gave myself more space to breathe, and my quality of life has been better than it was in any of my previous years of high school. Balance matters, and your well-being matters just as much as your achievements do. Looking back, I've learned how resilient I am, and I'm proud of what I've accomplished. As we leave high school and move into whatever comes next, there will always be pressure, such as new goals, new challenges, new expectations. That doesn't go away, but how we respond to it can change. To everyone here today, I would like to say this: be ambitious, work hard, set goals for yourself, but don't let the pressure take away from your experiences. And don't be so hard on yourself that you forget to enjoy where you are. At the end of the day, you are more than your achievements. Now, before I close, I also want to take a moment to thank the people who have supported me throughout these past 4 years. To my mom and dad, Nana, Lulu and Papa, Granny Ginny, Gigi Kim and Grandpa Jim, who I know would have loved to see this, my aunts, uncles, and cousins who are here today, my boyfriend Roman, and my friends both inside and outside of school. Thank you. I would not be standing here without your support, your encouragement, and your belief in me. And with that, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you.
Addison, please rise so we can celebrate not only your speech today, but also your outstanding dedication and accomplishments. Now for our valedictorian address from Vander Brown. Vander has demonstrated remarkable leadership and perseverance. We are eager to hear his inspiring words.
All right, I'm going to keep this short. Over the past 13 years, we have spent approximately 17,784 hours, or 741 days, or just about 2 years in a school building. Throw in times on homework and studying, and that number gets a lot higher. Why do I bring this up? Well, hopefully to give a sense of scale of what we have accomplished. Today is a day 13 years in the making, and whether you loved it or you hated it, your time in school shaped who you are today. Our teachers and peers who are here, and those who decide this wasn't their path, all help shape the person in the mirror. I'd like to thank my friends for allowing me to see that in myself and those around me. Thank you, Caden, June, Austin, and Vincent for being my close friends. I cherish every moment I have with y'all. You have helped me grow and find my passion. Caden, I promise that I'm not mad that you got more scholarship money than me. June, all I say is Pentown 488C1920 exclamation point. Austin, as we head to Tulsa, I want you to know that it's going to take a lot of guts and power to get through college, and some days you can't help but ask life, why so serious? Vincent, you're pretty chill. And thank you, Riri, for being my constant support throughout my entire life. I know no matter what I'm going through or what I need help with, you are someone I can fully trust to lean on. I don't think I have the words to properly show how much you all mean to me. And now, fellow graduates, I want to thank y'all as well. My only regret as our time together comes to a close is I couldn't get to know you all more, because everyone here, and yes, I know this sounds cheesy, has the potential to do things that not even you yourself think possible. All you need is the ambition to go, to try, to fail, and to keep going. You know, when I first sat down to write this speech, I couldn't decide on what to actually make it about. My first thoughts were to bring up all the challenges we have faced over the past 4 years, or to focus more on my personal journey. But after sitting with it for a while, I decided that neither of those was going to be worthwhile to anyone here, not even myself. So that's how I ended up with this. A speech that I hope at the very least helps recognize all the work and effort, all the success and failures that we have had. My last bit of advice before I wrap this journey up is to spend tonight making sure you don't end this stage of your life with regrets. Apologize to someone if you need to, or accept an apology if you receive one. Make sure that when you look back on this part of your life in 5, 20 years, you'll be completely content with what happened. Just make sure you're treating those around you like you would like to be treated. It's a golden rule for a reason. It might not be easy, but I truly think that if you take anything away from this ramble of mine, it's that. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see y'all later.
Vander, please stand so we can recognize your outstanding accomplishments and your positive impact on our school community. Lastly, we will have our final student address from Antonio Klein. Antonio has been a student leader at Academy for 4 years and is led through kindness and sincerity. We are eager to hear his story and inspiring words.
What is a Titan? A Titan is defined as a person with exceptional achievements or strength, and who has great influence over others. In the past 4 years, I have seen my peers grow into Titans. Each and every one of you tapped into your immense potential, and there's infinitely more for you to achieve. When I arrived at the Academy, I came with no expectations, no ideas, just a desire to find myself. I'm sure many of my classmates arrived thinking the same thing. Through the 4 years I spent at this school, I found myself. I'd like to highlight some of the great work our grade has done. We brought back the student council. 10 of our own poured hours of time into creating what will be our constitution and organized our elections, giving the student body a role and voice in creating new school events. Through the student council, we have enabled our class to direct their passion into creating school-wide service projects. We gave back to our community through donation drives, bringing over 1,000 canned food goods in the fall and dozens of jackets and gifts to children in the winter. We also worked to bring service animals into the school and uplift students during the hectic exam season, while also inspiring those across our school to become community volunteers. On the theme of passion, our soccer club shows how a group of Titans can turn passion into something more. Every day, you see our soccer enthusiasts running games, practicing for their competitions. I'm amazed at the progress that they have made in the 4 years since creating a student soccer club. Their relentless drive turned a fun pastime in the parking lot into a Titan athletic team. Theater has been one of our greatest contributions to the grade. 3 of our own students came together to create this club and have successfully put on 5 productions. Through the years, we have brought thousands to our own showings and told many stories. The last show our grade hosted was Frozen Junior. Seeing such skills in acting and singing, I and many others were very impressed with how Titans are not just math and science kids, but also creative artists who put the A in STEAM. Robotics, our first club, has been deeply impacted by our grade. The Titan spirit is most evident when you can see our members all coming together for competition. Some of my fondest memories were created here, having an entire section in tie-dye purple, chanting for our robot, all as Team 5431. Outside of competition, we hosted robot shows at the Balloon Festival and went to elementary schools to teach younger students about robotics and STEAM. We work year-round outside of our competition season to bring more students into STEAM and hopefully create future Titans. In this final year, we have done all of our college applications, and I feel our class got the recognition for their achievements. Students from this class are going all around the country, up north, out west, and here. Some students are also going to other countries to continue their studies. Through the years, each and every member of our grade at Bodies in Titan, we carried immense strength and gained influence in the school through the many great projects we have done. I am very proud to call myself a Titan and to have shared these 4 years with you all.
Antonio, please stand so we can applaud you for your inspiration and your growth mindset exhibited each day over the past 4 years. Graduates, standing here today, looking out at all of you, the overwhelming feeling in this room is pride. We often talk about what a school gives to its students, but today I want to talk about what this specific class has given to our school. Every graduating class leaves a legacy, but yours is defined by an unmatched drive to excel, to create, and to lift each other up. As a class of 61, you have received $6 million in academic scholarship offers from top-tier colleges, universities, and trade schools all over the country. 100% of your class is CCMR MET. That stands for College, Career, and Military Readiness, and many of you met through multiple paths. One 100% of your class achieved Career and Technical Education Completer status by completing 4 credits in the Engineering Foundation's program of study. Your class, the class of 2026, was the first to take an industry-based certification at Academy, and you did that this year. Over 80% of you are leaving high school with the Texas Education Agency recognized industry-based certification in engineering. These are just a few of your many accomplishments and are proof of your resilience, your character, and your willingness to show up for one another. Class of 2026, you have proven that you don't wait for the future to happen, you build it. As you step out into the world, carry that same energy with you. Keep breaking records, keep standing up for what matters, and never forget the community you built right here at Academy High School. Thank you for leaving our school better than you found it. Congratulations, graduates. And now, Dr. Williams and members of the Plano Independent School District Board of Trustees, it is my honor to announce that the learners seated before you have met all state and local requirements to participate in this ceremony as prescribed by the Plano Independent School District Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency. I now hereby declare each graduate worthy of the high school diploma from Plano ISD Academy High School. Graduates, it is my honor to welcome you to the stage to be recognized for your achievement. The presentation of the diplomas will be made by 2025-2026 Board of Trustees and the Plano ISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Teresa Williams. Academy High School Class of 2026, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma.
Vander Brown. Addison Primos. Kira Sowell. Antonio Klein. Oliver D'Souza. Justin Wu. Avash Kusle. Zoe Blum. Mia Blum. Trevor Wynn. Luis Albondos. Amir Ali. Andrea Arroyo Razo. Matilda Austin. Juan Baez Narvaez. Sam Bennett. Parker Blankenship. Jake Bodel. Neve Buskila. Sebastian Cabrera. Cade Carson. Donna Castellanos Zuniga. Colin Casey. Vincent Cipriano. Yogiv Cohen Rottenberg. Ambrose Denver. Shelby Douglas. Ashley Gilpin. Sumeda Gupta. Jonas Hammond. Zoe Hendricks. Ian Hinckley. Justice Jobst. Rachel Lee. Alexander Labashoff. Brian Labashoff. Lucas Locke. Layla LaRosby. Senya Luna. Maya Martinez. Tyler Molina. Nathan Mueller. Rory Nance. Tristan Neer. Parker Olinger. William Olinger. Sam Pavlis. Ethan Pierce. Austin Rather. James Reyes. Javier Rodriguez Garcia. Yuma Sauer. Krish Sheshadri. Caitlin Smith. Tristan Sorrells. Miles Stevens. Mason Vargas. Aaron Waits. Reese Williams. Logan Wood.
And as you stand, please turn to face your family and friends who have encouraged and supported you over the past 18 years. Please take a moment now to applaud and thank them for their love and support. Graduates, there is one more tradition that symbolizes you moving from learner to graduate, and this is moving your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap. Academy High School Class of 2026, please move your tassels. And as a final gesture of your liberation from high school and your path to success beyond, you may now ceremoniously toss your caps. Family, friends, and guests, please join me in once again recognizing and congratulating the Plano ISD Academy High School Class of 2026. As we conclude our ceremony, we ask that all audience members remain seated during the recessional. Academy High School staff and Class of 2026 graduates will exit the auditorium first. Thank you.